There is not a single allegation in this motion relating to the breach of the Fertilizer Act. Number 1.
Through the chair, it was my responsibility to connect the minister and the charges that we have put. And that breach, I'm confirming to this House that indeed there is a connection between what we are saying and the minister.
Let's go to ground 1 of your motion, sir. You will agree with me the threshold you have pleaded of proof is the word appears. Correct or incorrect?
Let me get a copy.
I suggest you also get a copy of our response because we'll be referring to it quite a while. Read ground 1, Roman 1, sir. The words you have used is that the Cabinet Secretary, quote unquote, appears to have committed a gross violation of the Constitution. Is that what your motion says?
Proceed, yes.
So you will agree with me, you have not made any emphatic claim that the Cabinet Secretary has breached the Constitution. What you have alleged is that he appears. Those are your words. Appears.
Which we've come to confirm by evidence.
Just confirm for now, yes or no, sir?
I said appears. We are here to confirm that, which we...
Answer my question. You have lodged. It's not that the minister has breached the Constitution, but that he appears, quote unquote, have breached the Constitution. It is there in black and white. Confirm, we move on.
It we have confirmed that he has a Constitution.
Good. You will confirm the whole, which runs from E, the compares. There is no specific complaint of wrongdoing. It is apparent wrongdoing. Yes or no, sir?
I'll ask my lawyer.
Okay, your lawyer is not the one under cross-examination, so that my time is not wasted.
But the chair ruled on that.
Gimmicks, Honorable Chair, I will invite the committee anyway as I answered the question is asked. Now, please confirm under allegation number 1, which is indeed the linchpin or the most important part of your case, is the complaint that appears on page 2, Roman 2, which is, quote unquote, approving procurement and distribution of fake fertilizer. Would I be correct to say that is the crux of your case? That the Cabinet Secretary, quote unquote, approved procurement of fake fertilizer.
All grounds are cracked.
Stick to this one for now, sir. I'm the one asking questions, and sorry, you have to answer them.
But it's a crack of this.
The crack of ground, what you claim the minister did, is, quote unquote, approving, I'm reading Honorable Chair Roman 2 on page 2, Roman 2 of your motion, Honorable Member, ground 1, paragraph A, Roman 2.
Which page is that?
Page 2. I can even show it to you, sir.
No, just say the page.
So confirm to us, please, is quote approving procurement and distribution committee, isn't it? Correct or incorrect?
Proceed, yes.
Yes, proceed.
But I said yes.
Are you aware that procurement must be in writing? Either you're aware.
Respond.
Yes, you have to respond. Yes, sir.
Procurement.
That's not my question.
Procurement is a process.
My question, sir,
You are
is
looking at the
this.
tail end of
Please
procurement.
listen to the question, Mwesh. Are you aware that all procurement approvals must be in writing?
Honorable Wamboka is to answer. You can only assist.
No,
But he's the one to answer all the questions.
My lady, the Honorable Member of Parliament is not being insolent. The questions that are being asked are inappropriate. They are questions that my learned friend could raise in his final submissions. They are issues that he could make in his final submissions.
Honorable Chair, I usually tell people we can protect our clients and witnesses from many things.
Can I answer?
Yes, please answer.
Why are you not reading the whole paragraph? Why are you omitting?
Because I'm allowed to do exactly
by the
what I'm
national? No. It is holistic by the National Cereals and Produce Board.
doing. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Please confirm, sir, whether you are aware all procurement approvals must be in writing, must be properly dated and documented and filed. That is the provision of Section 69 of the Procurement Act. Are you aware? It's a simple question. Either you're aware or you are not aware.
When you are talking about the Act, I need to confirm from the Act.
Okay, I can show it to you.
Yeah.
Please read to the tribunal Section 69, subsection 1 of the Procurement Act.
Procurement approvals.
Yes.
All approvals relating to the procedures in procurement shall be in writing and properly dated, documented, and filed.
They must be in writing.
But this is your laptop, so.
That's okay. It is my laptop, but it's not my law. It is the law of Kenya.
I don't know.
So, sir, you have just read to us the law on procurement. Have you placed before this committee any written approval by the Cabinet Secretary of a procurement decision to warrant the accusation that the Cabinet Secretary, quote unquote, approved procurement and distribution of fake fertilizer?
Chair, procurement is a process.
I didn't ask whether it's a process or an event. I asked a simple question. Have you placed before this committee?
Procurement starts at a
Sir,
policy.
you will not run away from this. Have you placed before this committee any approval in writing by the Cabinet Secretary within the meaning of Section 69 that would warrant this accusation?
I refuse to be intimidated. Chair, procurement is a process. It starts at a policy level. If we must define procurement.
Just a minute, Honorable Omanyo.
The counsel to Linturi, is that his voice or it's a game to intimidate? Because he's shouting.
I'm actually feeling so. I want to associate myself with those statements. And he cannot.
Members, we are doing the cross-examination. And as he asks the questions, I think he can use any tone that he wants as long as he puts forward his question. But, Counsel, your voice is intimidating. Can you be considerate?
Or I can do it better than him. I can also do it.
Can you please?
I promise, Honorable Chair, if the witness answers the questions instead of engaging me in mind games, there will be no need for me to raise my voice or to use a harsh tone. And just to answer the legal question, yes, we are allowed by law to use the exact approach I'm using when you have the exact type of witness on the dock, but I promise I'll be a nice guy, but it has to be mutual. If he refuses to answer the questions or tries to duck them, then he has asked me to be harsh on him.
Madam Chair, I have no problem answering questions. I have no problem absolutely. Just like the one he said, he read part of the statement and left out by National Cereals and Produce Board.
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't be
Now,
mischievous if you want us
politely.
to be honestly and genuinely.
Honorable Wanami, let me ask the question politely and nicely.
Council, please.
Yes.
Let us respect this sitting. And Honorable Wamboka is not a learned fellow.
And I'm not on trial.
So as you ask questions, please tone down your voice.
I'll do that, Honorable Chair. Much obliged. Honorable Wanami, let's go to ground 1E. Ground 1E on page 5 of your motion. You accuse the Cabinet Secretary of breaching Article 152(5). Correct or incorrect?
Yes.
Are you aware this article does not impose any duties on the Cabinet Secretary that would be the subject of a potential breach by the Cabinet Secretary? Very serious. Please confirm the sections you claim to have been breached are in the Penal Code, under paragraph A, under paragraph B on page 7. Correct or incorrect?
I need to read.
Please confirm, sir, that the basis you have used for this allegation is the letter allegedly authored by Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi. Is it one of the reasons given in this motion?
Yeah, it's one of the instruments I used.
Is Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi one of your witnesses in this motion?
That document
Is
was
he or
served.
is he not, sir?
We can have him.
Is he listed as one of your witnesses?
We can include him, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other person you have named for these supposed serious reasons?
The reason why Ahmed Nasir is not a witness is because this document was presented to a committee of this House.
It's okay, we'll deal with it.
You may not know Akili, the same way I don't know law matters. Let me also educate you on how things work here. Once a document is presented to a committee of the House, it becomes a property of this House. And especially on oath. And it's on that basis that we have used.
Sir, on this ground 2, you see the Honorable Linturi is facing investigations, imminent arrests on account of certain disputes. Correct or incorrect?
He admitted himself that he has over 33 cases.
Fair enough. At page 7, you will admit one of the disputes is the petition in the High Court, number E068, Roman 1. Correct or incorrect?
Where are you reading?
Page 7, Roman 1. You have cited a decision in the petition number E068 of 2021.
Among 32 others.
Among 32 others. I'm happy to stick with the 32. You will confirm, besides that particular dispute listed there, you have listed additional disputes on pages 15, Roman X. Correct or incorrect?
Yeah, right.
Going all the way to page 16. Correct or incorrect?
16 what? Going all the way for what?
You have listed those disputes in...
Yeah, you can see
under
them.
Roman 10. Roman 10 goes up to page 16, right?
Yeah, you can see them.
Good. And even Roman 11 is still about those disputes. Correct or incorrect?
But I've told you that's what I've listed. So
Cool.
yeah.
You will agree with me, sir.
Avoid repetition to save time.
All these 33 cases are personal disputes between the Honorable Linturi and the Honorable Member for Aldai constituency. Either it is fact or it is not.
How does the Eldai member come in forging bank
Those
documents?
are she is the party to all those 32 cases you have cited, sir.
How does the Eldai member of parliament come
Will
in
you
forgery
answer
of
my
documents?
question, Honorable Member, that all these 32 cases you have cited, the common denominator for all of them is that they embody a dispute between, a personal dispute between the Honorable Linturi and the Honorable Member for Aldai constituency.
Not true.
It is not true.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy with that answer because we'll come to it
Yes,
to
proceed.
see whether it is true. Let's go to your last allegation against Linturi. Number 3 on page 8. Your complaint here is gross misconduct, contrary to the Public Officer, or rather to the Leadership and Integrity Act. Correct or incorrect?
Yeah, very correct.
You will again confirm, sir, that the specific thing Linturi is alleged to have done is, one, to have been in a spat with journalists. Correct or incorrect?
As we also.
Good. The only other thing he is alleged to have done is to order the closure of some factory. Correct or incorrect?
Which he didn't have powers, and he doesn't.
Good. Now let's come to the spat with journalists. Is any journalist coming to testify that there was a spat between them and the Honorable Linturi?
They did to a committee of this House, which therefore becomes the record of the House.
You have a number of witnesses in your page 193. Have you listed a single journalist
They
who
already,
can come and confirm to this committee that the Honorable Linturi was engaged in a spat with them?
Madam Chair, we also, one. Number two, once any person appears before a committee of Parliament, whatever they give to Parliament is therefore the property of the House and can be used.
You will agree, sir, again, the material you cite.
But even you, Wakili yourself, you saw.
No, I didn't see, unfortunately. But let's go to the matter at hand, page 8.
Madam Chair, I'm sure you saw.
I'm asking my questions, Honorable Member.
Page?
8 of your motion. Allegation number 3. You cite there as the basis for this complaint a press statement issued by the President of the Law Society of Kenya. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Is Ms. Faith Odhiambo, President of the Law Society, a journalist?
You know, that's your learned
You
friend.
answer me. Is she a journalist?
The question that my learned friend is a tremendous respect to him. It's ridiculous.
Honorable Chair, I'm not the one who wrote the witness's motion. The Honorable Linturi was a journalist, and it's not the testimony of any journalist. It is a press statement by the President of the Law Society, not a journalist, a witness statement to confirm that she was present. Surely, my colleague knew my job, and he knows that. He's just cleverly winding the clock for me.
It is important to note that we are doing cross-examination, and it is between Honorable Wamboka and the Council. Please stick to that and respond to all the questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. The President of LSK, just like any other Kenyan who saw, who watched what the minister to that journalist was
yes, please.
Yeah. In whatever she did to bring out the matter to meet. And that is not the only, that is not the only person who has condemned it. So many Kenyans have condemned it. But more frustrating, I'm afraid the council wants us honestly to talk about things that have been very obvious. And he's been in this committee. Proceed.
Okay, I'll proceed. You accuse the Honorable Linturi, again in this ground 3, of closing a factory.
Which he didn't have any such powers.
Fair enough.
The powers belong to Fertilizer Board.
Has any of your witnesses sworn a statement?
But that is the law.
Answer my question, Honorable Wamboka. Have you any witness
Madam Chair,
coming to testify?
My testimony is the act.
You know, if you raise your voice, I'll raise mine, and we agree.
And, I can do better in that.
So the question is, have you brought any witnesses?
My witness.
The alleged closure of the factory. It's either you
public knowledge, and my witness is testimony under Madam Chair. I keep reminding Wakili that any documents that face a committee of parliament, this was canvassed very well by KELS, COO of KELS. I've asked and requested this committee to allow and summon the Mr. Devesh to appear here. Madam Chair, what else? I've said that minister has no power.
Honorable,
and the law, it's about the law. My testimony is the law, the act itself.
Honorable Wamboka, please do not debate and don't be emotional. Just respond to the questions.
I'm sorry I'm emotional because this thing has affected my farmers so much, Madam Chair. It is a very emotional moment for Kenya.
Just for the record, Honorable Wamboka, we are also very bitter that the wrong man is accused by you. But let's go to page 43 of our response. Page 43, Honorable Chair, is under document number 2 in our bundle. 4.3 of our response.
You know, you were a bit unfair. You gave us only one document, all of us. Of course, the minister has resources.
We can give you an extra one.
Please. No, you have resources. I don't know why you are not. Page?
That's my widow's bundle, 43. You will agree, sir, that on that page is a charge sheet referred against some people. Correct or incorrect?
Wrongly, yes.
Okay. You must agree these are the people who have been charged with the offenses relating to the matter before us.
That does not stop this committee.
Fair enough.
From let me finish, Wakili. Please
finish.
Allow. But you can't ask then you.
It is me who asks questions.
But I've not answered.
You answer them the way I ask,
yes.
not the way you want. So
can I answer?
Let me ask you the question first. Is Linturi one of the accused persons on that charge sheet?
He should be.
Is he?
He should be, because the Constitution vests the mandate in his hands. Yeah.
Let's go to page 49 of the
And Chair.
Honorable Wamboka, please.
Chair, just that because Linturi has not been charged does not mean he cannot be charged tomorrow.
To tomorrow.
Yeah.
What we are doing is...
It could be a cover-up so that small innocent Kenyans are charged so that to save face. Madam Chair, we have a document showing that indeed Honorable Linturi tried to tell one of Mr. Devesh at Jacaranda Hotel that he takes
Honorable
responsibility
Wamboka.
on his behalf.
Honorable Wamboka, please respect the process we are in.
Thank you, Chair. Much obliged.
Chair, you know now I'm so frustrated because if the witness keeps debating instead of answering my questions, and that is winding down my clock, still it must be one of the...
Please proceed, Wakili.
Okay, let's go to page 49. In page 49, sir, running
sorry.
all the way...
Just a minute, let me get this.
Sorry, Chair.
TJ,
Yeah,
Honorable.
Sorry, I've been looking through these documents. Where were you on that first charge sheet that you're talking about?
The charge sheet must be page 43.
It's this document, isn't it?
It is our... Yes, 43.
Yes. Just let me.
Sir, between page 49 and 62,
Oh, I see.
you will agree we have there the approved organizational structure of the National Cereals and Produce Board,
Between page?
49 and 62. I want to put it to you, sir, that there is nowhere in this official organizational structure of the NCPB in which the cabinet secretary has a power to micromanage the decisions of that semi-autonomous body.
In the first place, I don't know why we are discussing NCPB.
Good.
In law, it is supposed to be fertilizer board.
Let's go to page 63, sir. And I want you to hold 63 together with 64. Honorable Wamboka, this is the tender advert for the fertilizer in question, the one that has kept us all this busy. Is there anywhere in this tender advert you see a requisition for fake fertilizer?
We are here because of fake fertilizer.
Fair, but the question is there anywhere on that tender advert you see a request for fake fertilizer?
I have not said anywhere
Good.
that the minister or the government requested for fake fertilizer. They requested for proper fertilizer, but then fraudsters decided to bring fake fertilizers.
Are you trying to run away from your own motion because it says not once, twice, or thrice, but 10 times? The accusation you have made, which we read earlier on, is,
Yes,
quote unquote, that the Honorable Franklin Mithika, acting in his role as the Cabinet Secretary for the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, of, quote, approving procurement and distribution of fake fertilizer.
No. Can you chill and
By
I
the
answer
NCPB.
you? Okay, can you chill and I answer you? Because initially you had mischievously omitted by NCPB.
Okay.
Procurement is a process, Mr. Wakili. Procurement is a process. You have to look, it starts at a policy level.
Let's go to page...
Who is in charge of that
Honorable
policy?
Anami.
Who is in charge of policy?
Just a minute, Honorable Wamboka. Once again, you are using terms that are not known to some of us. You are saying to chill, and that is not known to us.
I'm sorry.
I can orient you on that, Chair.
I don't want to be oriented today.
Let's go to page...
Chair, I'm sorry.
Let's go to page 64.
But I'm sure, Wakili, do you understand chilling? No, I want to be sure that my person understands what you're talking about.
Both the slang and more respectable meanings. Yes, I know what it means to chill, both in the context the member is saying, but also in the slang sense.
We are good to go, Chair. You need to get Honorable Member for Kirinyaga to pace you up.
Please, let's go to page 64, sir. There are words highlighted there at the middle of the letter. Can you read them to the tribunal, or rather to the Honorable Committee.
Kindly note that the specifications published in the tender document was indicative. You are required to provide your specifications as per your formulation in line with the KEBS standards, upon which evaluation shall be based for both planning and top dressing. KEBS looked at this and said it
Fair
did not meet the
enough. You
standards.
will agree, sir, by this tender addendum, the requisition was for fertilizer that complies with KEBS standards. It is there in black and white.
Which KEBS said the fertilizer
enough.
that was provided did not comply.
Let's go to page 66, sir. And I want you to hold page 66. Together with page 94 because it's part of the same document. The Honorable Wanami, that decision is a decision that says
Just a minute. Page
66 of Abado.
And 90?
Page 66.
and 90 together. Read.
You hold 66 together with 94. This is a decision, Honorable Wanami, by the Public Procurement Administrative Review Board that says who can and cannot be involved with matters to do with procurement. We'll, of course, submit on it when we get there, but for now, can you read the highlighted words for the Honorable Committee at page 94?
The board, therefore, accepts the applicant's submission that the commissioners or any other officer or employee of the Teachers Service Commission. How is this relevant here?
Please read. That's all you're asked to do for now.
Madam Chair, I thought you ruled that we only discuss things that are relevant here. So where is
It
teachers?
is relevant, Honorable Chair, to our case, which we will argue when we get there, that cabinet secretaries have no role
No, but the
on
chair has.
matters to do with procurement, and the accusation before you is that the cabinet secretary approved some procurement decisions.
Honorable Wamboka has requested read, and the members will make their ruling.
Okay. The board therefore accepts the applicant's submission that the commissioners or any other officer or employee of the Teachers Service Commission were strangers to the procurement proceedings, and their decisions to terminate the award of the tender made in favor of the applicant was therefore unlawful. Under the provision of Section 26A of the Act, every procuring entity is required by law to establish a procuring unit, a tender evaluation process, a team, the tender committee, and such other bodies are as required by regulations for the purposes of making decisions on behalf of a public entity as specified in the Act and the regulations. Once such bodies have been established, it is only said that bodies, only the said bodies which are empowered to undertake any tender process to exclusion of everybody else.
So
Chair,
you agree?
Wakili wants
Let me
us
put
to
my
discuss
question.
the
Let me put
product.
my question, sir.
I don't agree with your definition of procurement.
You don't have to agree. Allow me to put my question. As a matter of fact, I don't expect you to agree. But the committee will make a decision. But one of the things I expect you to acknowledge from that decision is that the structure of our procurement laws is that specific duties are assigned to specific persons and organs to the exclusion, that is the language used by the tribunal, of every other public and state office.
You want my comment?
No, just to confirm that that is what the ruling says. If you don't want, I can move to the next question, Honorable Wamboka. Are you aware, sir?
Ask anything, please.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you aware Part 5 of the Procurement Act of this country has a framework called segregation of responsibilities and structured decision-making?
I'm aware after it is decided on a
Good,
policy
you are
level.
aware. You are aware that that Part 5 of the Procurement Act assigns duties to various cadres of state and public offices. Are you aware or you're not aware?
I'm aware.
Good. Are you aware, sir, there is no role assigned to a cabinet secretary, whether it is the cabinet secretary for agriculture or for anything, under that framework in Part 5 of the Procurement Act?
Proceed.
Answer my question. Are you aware?
I'm aware, but you want to use the law selectively.
The committee will decide that, but are you aware there is no role
I'm aware.
in the procurement process of this country and the system of this country
I'm aware.
assigned to the cabinet?
I said I'm aware. Please
You are
proceed.
aware.
Yeah. I'm
Good.
saving your time.
Good. Let's go to page 132 of our Bible. Honorable Chair, that's the famous decision from the Supreme Court. You will agree from page 190, sir, the Supreme Court has said, 190, it's highlighted. One of the things at page 190 is that the allegations must be serious and substantial and weighty. Correct or incorrect?
Your Honor,
Can I read?
we're working into this man never went did not go to law school. He doesn't have a degree in law. And to ask him what the Supreme Court is saying is not fair.
Your Honor, I'm doing my job. Let my colleague allow me to
Law
do
is common sense.
my
Your Honor.
job.
Law is common sense. In fact, you rise you rise to a higher society in law. If you acknowledge that law is common sense, it's not common sense, it's quite a sophisticated area, and you can't ask him a question that he's asking him. You're not expecting to do what the Supreme
You
Court
know,
is
Your
saying.
Honor, now that the cat is out of the
People-
bag, I can even
excuse
skip
me.
it because I don't my time it and
No,
sorry,
the lawyers
no,
in
it
the Supreme Court are
By-
very sophisticated lawyers who have had many years of experience in law. They have received very good education, legal education. This man never went to law school at all. It's not
Senior
fair to ask
counsel,
him such a
that
question.
is true, but you are not here to defend him in such a way. Honorable Wamboka, you are at liberty to either say yes or not, or even to not to abstain. Yeah.
Presiding Chair. Presiding Chair.
Yes, Honorable TJ.
Council, we follow you very well. But would you leave these issues of appreciation of law to the committee?
I'm
Who are-
guided,
who
my
are
senior.
well-guided
I'm
and-
guided so that we don't take a lot of time.
We also
on it.
have a very, we have a good staff that is able to. So can you ask issues on fact and so on?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Thank you, Chair, for protecting me from his mischief.
Sir, you denied that the several cases cited in your ground number 2 don't involve the member for Alda. You still want to deny that those are not our personal cases with Linton?
I picked the content of the case, specifically that was helping me
Go to
prosecute
page
my...
190, or rather 228 of our battle. (228). That is the decision, sir, you claim in your motion is the basis of the imminent arrest of the Honorable Linturi. Correct or incorrect? It is either that's what you say or it is not what you have said in your motion.
That in itself, a minister appears to be doing
Please
these things.
answer my question, sir. Is this the decision you rely upon in your motion to say?
Among other 32 cases.
Of course, let's stick to this one for now. And you say, because the petition was dismissed, therefore Linturi is facing imminent arrest and prosecution, isn't it?
That was covering all the cases.
Good.
Why are you being selective on one?
We'll go through all of them one So chill. Let's go to page 251, para decision.
251.
We can begin
Wait.
with paragraph 87 of that decision, sir.
251.
Paragraph 87 is on 244. Page 244. Can you see some highlighted ones in 244 in that decision, sir?
Can I read for you?
You don't have to read them, just confirm to me whether you can see some highlighted words.
Yeah, my eyes are clear.
Good. Let's go to paragraph 92 on page 245. You can see again highlighted words.
245. Yes. Let's see.
Same for paragraph 93.
No?
93 on the same page?
293.
No, paragraph 93 on page 245.
Okay. Yes.
And of course, paragraph 119, which I believe is in page 251. The relevant words are highlighted. Sir, when you said the judge ruled against Linturi, had you read those highlighted paragraphs?
But you know, as we read, I don't know what...
Well, you're deemed to have read it before you put it in your motion. I'm informing you, sir, there is not a single allegation in this motion relating to the breach of the Fertilizers Act. But let's move to allegation number 1.
Through the chair, it was my responsibility to connect the minister, the charges that we have put. And that breach is the act. So in itself, I'm confirming to this House that indeed there is a connection between what we are saying and the minister.
Let's go to ground 1 of your motion, sir. You will agree with me the threshold you have pleaded of proof is the word appears. Correct or incorrect?